Now, a moment of silence for the yes man.
Like,
He passed away the other day.
what the fuck, Blake? Oh my God.
The doctor asked, "You have a serious heart condition. If I unplug this machine, then you most certainly will die." And the yes man, always a man of his convictions, gave the only answer that he could. Anyway, see you later. We love you, yes man.
Why is it not playing? I'm so fucking mad. Play. Fuck, man.
R.I.P. Yes man. Anyway, see you later.
Absolute horseshit. What a garbage website. Can't find the right fucking thing.
He gave the only answer he could.
Anyway, see you later.
That's it, man. I guess the yes man's dead. Jesus.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
This fucking website.
Wow. What a shocking turn of events here.
I mean, some people might say I just killed him, but I would remind them that there's no laws currently.
Ain't
it
no
doesn't change the
law.
fact that you killed him. It's just not murder.
Can I say this after drinking 3 White Claws?
Please.
I'm fucking into White Claw.
Yeah, what do you think, Brian? You've been because I know you like seltzers and Chico.
Yeah, no, I do.
Chupa
I do. As a matter of fact, usually, like if I'm drinking, I want to feel like I'm drinking. So what I'll
This is
usually
too-
do is like a gin and soda, so that because gin is just like, hello, you're drinking. Were you unaware you were drinking? Let me disavow you of that notion. And so this is a close cousin to that.
Oh, okay. Out of
Bonnie,
5.
you want to try some?
Oh, I tried
Oh
one.
yeah, she.
What-
I
Which
had
flavor
the
did you get?
Chlamydia one.
Chlamydia, that's
I
right.
mean, clementine.
The clementine's pretty good, I think. I didn't like the watermelon very much.
Oh.
Brian, which flavor did you get? The
Yeah.
lemons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
fucking with the man.
Oh, mango. A mango.
A
Then I
mango.
touched the mango.
Oh, there we go.
I thought it was good. I wonder, is it filling so that you wind up not drinking too much?
Yeah.
'Cause you like,
Yeah.
your belly expands and you're like, oh, I don't really want
Better
any
stuff.
more. Like that.
Well, I mean, like this has been the siren song of all drinks that have the volume of beer and yet women like, right? That it doesn't taste malty or anything like that, but yet you're still not just getting super faced on like cranberry vodkas.
Yeah, I really do like that it's a much lower alcohol volume because, I mean, if you're going out or if the whole idea is like we're having drinks tonight, then especially for drinks that appeal to women, that means one, and then you're just like, lightweight.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like something for people who have lower tolerances. Yeah. Oh no, that's interesting.
Although this is like White Claw is the first thing that I can remember in my lifetime that is like unigender. Like boys like the claw, the girls like the claw. For whatever reason, they've like cracked the code and now they're gonna run all alcohol in the next like 5 years because
60.
they are a youth brand both genders like.
Well, along that line, I'd like to introduce my new beverage.
White clam.
Oh
No,
Ooh.
it's
Clam juice.
It's called Black
Clam
Glove.
chowder.
It's called Black Glove.
Wait, isn't
White
that shit
clam,
was started
black
World War One?
Oh, say again?
Isn't that shit that started World War One?
Black glove. Of Franz
Sorry, that was a
Ferdinand.
joke about the Black Hand who
Oh,
murdered our
yeah.
Franz Ferdinand. Hey, everybody. AP history, where you at?
Not here, apparently.
Let's take a look.
I
at
hope
some show-
4 of you fucking got a good chuckle.
Let's take a look at some show titles and then we can play some outtakes. We got a ton of AliExpress links. So
Hey, by the way, kudos to us for navigating that Kessel run of having 6 players on a game in the show and somehow keeping shit alive. That was great. Plus,
what's
also
this?
like and not just anyone, but like genuinely funny people who had things to contribute. That it's tempting for us to all step on each other's lines, but we were good at dodging those pitfalls.
Yeah, good job, Bryce, because that's a difficult thing
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Navigate.
thank you all for playing. Congratulations to everybody except Matt, who did get 0 points.
I hope he sees that. I hope he sees that.
Flip that and send it to him. He's on Twitter, right? Flip it and send it.
at Matt Sancombe.
Oh,
I
that's
think-
amazing.
I think that's a show title added.
Congrats to everybody but Matt. I don't mind tipping that.
We also got Go Back to Virginia, Bryce's dad, which is maybe not great.
Dude, how great will it be? It's like the evil version of the Name Check Quarter Hour. Your dad is going to be like, oh dear. His podcast feed.
999.
Haunted house titty grab?
I'm sorry, this says Haunted House.
Oh, haunted house.
Yeah.
Claw fought the law, and the Claw won. Ghost orgy in our bed. No White Claws in Virginia. That's not
That's
true.
a driving glove, all right.
That might be my favorite. That's a driving glove, all right.
95 centimeter model. Cat gimp mask. A very angry Charlie Chaplin. My little Führer, my little Führer. Diamond Palm. Circus peanuts are not okay. Lindsay West. God. That poor
No,
banana.
that would be LINXI West.
if Lin Shi West.
Lin Shi West.
Lin Shi West.
Which, I mean, Christ, the fucking no.
kind of a reach on that one, yeah. Sucking and gooping. I don't quite remember that one.
That
Dabs.
was the ghost. That was the ghost orgy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bryce's dad. A roach the size of a child. The
That
Abu Ghraib.
actually is amazing. Yeah, we did definitely make 2 Abu Ghraib jokes.
A
on
lot
this.
of, and you know what? I've made a few Abu Ghraib jokes the last month or so. I don't know. Maybe we're
Is it just kind of rotating back into fashion?
It's in the air, man.
Abu Ghraib fever. We caught it.
Pendulum swinging back. I'm doing finger guns again.
Great Abu Ghraib jokes.
Scheisse cough. I'm allergic to latex. A slick 10, which I thought was very funny, but also not technically accurate. It's only one glove. For single use, penis pumps for nipples. Feeling spoopy. Oh, I kind of like that. Full on ghost orgy.
I got a Kit Kat. I got a Hershey's. I got a fine.
That's true.
Footloose for Halloween is very funny.
God, holy shit.
Let's see. Banged in the cloaca. What's a roach's asshole called? Abu Ghraib, butt roaches. If your butt could blow a bubble. 911. Oh no.
That looks like one of the titles that would be like on Disney Plus when they were like listing all the movies that came out in the 70s and 80s.
If your butt could blow a bubble. 1974.
Yeah, and like Don Knotts has like a weird face, like
Whoa! Join me for drinks in the Diamond Palm.
No woman is gonna let you put anything inside her that costs less than $7.
Oh, that's pretty good.
that's actually in a fortune cookie. That's for real.
Man, this is that moment that I realized that was a fucking good show today.
Very
We did
funny.
good.
Dirty laundry. So let's go at the top here. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Brighton, what are you feeling? What are you liking? Do you see anything else?
I like that's a driving glove, all right. But
good.
I mean, as far as punch, man, for one person, go back to Virginia Bryce's dad would be a real trip. But I feel like that would.
I'm okay with that. End of
No,
sentence.
it's driving glove. It's driving glove.
Yeah, I
Like
think.
this-
Yeah.
Look, at a certain point, we've been doing this long enough that you understand that there's some things that for 22 people, the people that vote on these titles reliably because you are the fucking like bedrock of our society, there are times where they just want you to have an awkward conversation with your dad so you can talk about it in the Discord. and that's what those 22 upvotes are. It's got to be driving glove.
All right, there we go. That's a driving glove. All right, we're gonna do ALRIGHT. Thank you to everybody who submits show titles using the Bang S command. Also, while we're talking about Showbot, two things. BioCow just updated Showbot with a bunch of new features. If you log in, you get certain features. I think he was talking about being able to submit show titles directly from a channel's page. A bunch of new features over the past year, even for Showbot. Check that out. But also, he tipped this off to me like a few hours before the stream started. He has created a new Night Attack bingo page.
Oh, wonderful! I was missing bingo.
Biocow.com/Night Attack bingo. Let's take a look here, actually, and we can just take a look at the ones.
Diamond time involving
today.
sickness or tragedy.
That's right.
That's on the nose.
There was a jury rant. I don't remember. What was the jury rant?
Brian talks about his hair.
Yeah, he yelled about Watchmen.
Watchmen, that's right. Auntie Donna, Skype problem. Stossel? I did
You
a Stossel. Brian talks about his hair and beard. That's pretty much.
Wait, did I? I didn't think I did.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
The boys mentioned dad. You mentioned my dad.
I talked about my father. Yeah.
Oh, sure. A wild brushwood child appears. Not quite. Wrong sound effect. No, it was all planned, actually.
Bryce rolls eyes at Brian should be like the free space in the middle. Come on.
Billy Joel's songs bit. No movie drops. Jizzmate, Magic Community Gossip, anyone name drops or Brian mentions follower cut. So on this square, we didn't quite get it. But you can refresh it. It automatically gives you a new one. We just added a bunch. There's a link at the bottom where you can submit your own, and he will do it. Check it out. Biocow.com/Night Attack bingo, and I'll put it in the chat here a few times.
Oh, that's so great.
Play along at home. And now I'm going to go write an email.
Brian, your hair's looking majestic lately.
You know what's funny is it depends on the angle. It looks pretty good face on like this, but now that I'm installing these security cameras and stuff, because I think last week we were talking about the Ring stuff, which by the way, I got an email from a fan who was like listening to the pre-show. Oh, wow, you're into Ring. I work for Ring. Would love to send you some stuff and give you cool pricing. And I was just like, ooh, if only I had gotten that a little bit ago. but very excited, still very, very excited about the whole thing. And thank you very much to the fan. But it's funny because like my hair it was close cropped and shaved on the sides, hard shaved. And so since I'm just sort of leaving everything uncut, as a result, I didn't realize how much in the back it ends up looking like a comb over hiding baldness. because
Wait, let me see. Turn around. No, you can't hide the hide.
You do get a little bit of the Don Jr. look.
Right?
You have kind of naturally shiny dark hair.
Yeah, right?
Oh, because it's longer up top.
Right.
Exactly. Which is the thing you do when you're using longer hair to cover up the bald spots or whatever.
You know how 4 years ago you kind of had a Mr. Robot thing? Now you kind of got a Tyrell Wellick thing going.
I had the same thought
Who?
watching Mr. Robot.
Especially with the beard. When he had the beard last year.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh wait, it's come out again, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's
And
back.
you watched
Final
it
season.
without me.
Look, I have to watch a lot of TV. It's a real
very
bummer.
difficult.
Yeah, it's ruined our relationship. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, look, I bought you the glove, all right?
I'm allergic to it,
No.
Brian.
I'm allergic to gloves.
That was very good.
Yeah, I think you're thinking too hard. You're thinking too hard about it.
What,
Yeah.
the hair?
About the hair, yeah. Not the
Oh.
gloves. That's a medical problem. But like, but yeah, no, the hair. I think like no, just style it. You just have to style it with confidence, and that's a wrap.
Yeah.
What does your hair
Getting
look
there.
like in the back? What's going on with the Justin thing?
See,
Yeah.
that's not long hair that
it's not
looks
long.
like it's covering up a bald spot.
Well,
It's
I
just
think it's 'cause
majestic
his
hair.
His is got this texture, so like yours is just straight. So
It's also scared not being able to see. Like you guys are just talking about my hair.
yeah,
like,
no, like you got waves, so it kind of separates, and and it lets you know that you can look through to more hair, whereas Brian's just kind of creates
Covering. Yeah.
it
It's a
creates
shame.
a
It's
curtain.
got a dark secret, and it doesn't want you to know that I bought it at AliExpress.
I've been self-conscious about the back of my hair, kind of for a similar reason, because it's
All
kind
right,
of
turn it around. We're all showing it.
Right.
See, like it's not styled well. Oh Jesus, there's a microphone in the chair. So it's like I got a weird floof. I got a cowlick.
Oh, the
No,
cowlick.
Cowlicks are
That's no fucking rat tail.
Yeah,
No.
you do. You have a poodle poof. In the
Yeah,
back.
no. Pull that shit down. Rat tail it.
Or get a tattoo of a dog's butthole. You can just shave that one spot.
You look like Penny just now. Oh my god.
We're just spitballing here, man. I don't know.
That was an amazing moment where Brian showed vulnerability and then I showed vulnerability and we tricked Bryce into showing vulnerability so we could make fun of his hair.
Oh.
No, I actually, Bryce, I think you could actually go for like a fucking a weird like I'm actually half not kidding about like just fucking rat tail it, so it's like you're just rocking a weird fucking haircut for a minute.
Oh, like a little white girl braid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking one of the. Maybe I'm a little like weird Rufio kind of thing. Maybe I'm like a secondary drug dealer in a AMC drama. I don't know.
Hey, I got a crazy politics corner question.
Oh, wait,
Politics corner.
Let me play the sound.
Politics corner. Is it morning?
Brian.
I've been fairly
Weird screens.
I've been fairly upfront about my politics, right? I think it's no surprise that I'm going to vote for Justin Amash when he eventually becomes the Libertarian candidate. But for the first time, I have a tactical voting question. This is like bonus credits. This is like when you sign up for the rewards program at Bally's and they give you special chips that you can spend, but you can only spend them. You have to spend them at the tables. You can't, just say, I'll take that $100 and make it into real cash. So do I vote in the Democratic primary or the Republican primary? Because if I vote in the Democratic primary, I can pick my least hated of the Democratic side. If I vote in the Republican Party, I can vote for Joe Walsh, which is a very loud Trump is an asshole vote.
No, that's a very loud thank you for ceding your radio time slot to Andrew Heaton and
okay, and by the way, that matters. That matters. And thank you for giving airtime to my friend Justin Robert Young. We can do all that.
Well, all right. So a few of the vectors. Number one, the Texas primary on the Democratic side is part of Super Tuesday. There are a couple fairly strong candidates right now that are all up of like 15%. So there is the chance that the delegate count really matters. Who knows exactly who will be there at that time, but let's say that somebody like Mayor Pete or Andrew Yang or someone like bursts into that scene. Super Tuesday in a delegate-rich state like Texas is really going to matter. So if you have a choice of somebody that you like on the Democratic side that you think could be put over the top, and I don't know the rules on Texas in terms of proportional delegate kind of stuff. I think it's a winner-take-all state. I would say it would matter more for you. Actually, here, I'm going to say outright. Vote if you give any shred of a fuck for who comes out of the Democratic side, then don't waste your vote on the Republican side. Like the only things that are happening on the Republican primary side are in states where they're rich enough and they've already portioned out money for what these primaries are going to be. And so they're going to go through them just so they can train everybody to like know what a fucking election feels like. Like they don't fucking matter at all. They might as well be fire drills.
Okay, but what would feel weird if I did vote in the Democratic primary, it would feel very weird to vote for a Democratic candidate and then, let's say they won, then turn around and vote for the Libertarian candidate.
Who gives a shit? Like, is God going to come down and be like, your voting inconsistency has disturbed me. I'm God.
All right, good point.
No, I think you're just weighing in on the shape of politics. So, like, yeah, I say vote your conscience, and if there's one,
I mean,
would you spend that primary vote on the Libertarian? Is there a Libertarian primary that you would spend it on?
Almost certainly, Justin Amash is going to take Libertarian primary, and when he runs, that'll get my real vote. But that means I have a coupon to participate either in the Democratic or the Republican thing. So if I do. Whoever I vote for on the Democratic side, I'm not going to end up voting for. I'm going to end up voting for Justin Amash. So I could chime in and kind of guide lesser of however many frustrations. But on the flip side, I do like. There's something so wild. I was listening to Joe Walsh. Everybody is running their campaign for the presidency as if they'll ever be the president, and as if anybody cares on what they will do as president. Joe Walsh is the one dude who is not running with any illusions about becoming president. He's like, no, I'm running because, like, no, seriously, fuck Trump. Like, right? It's amazing. It's like part of me wants to lend my shouting voice to his. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's just. The only person that could possibly win is the one person that says, I'm going to stop the crazy. So
no, that's not true. Also, confession, I still have a lot of diving into to experience, but what very shallow first impressions I have, I don't think I've seen Mayor Pete say anything that I didn't think was sensible and the kind of thing that somebody who might be a better president would say. Like, it's I think I might be a little bit of a Mayor Pete fan.
No, Heaton was on my podcast last week. He came up with a few ideas. I asked him to come up with nicknames for candidate fan bases. Right. He first draft, nobody liked it. Right, first draft for Mayor Pete fans, the pedos. Right out. We didn't like it. Not a big fan.
Yep.
But somebody
problematic.
Somebody emailed in with that he should be holding Pete and greets. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my mom, huge Mayor Pete fan. I've been interviewing my mom like every 3 months to see who she thinks. She is a over 50 Florida voter. This is a key demographic for the Electoral College. And so I've been interviewing her periodically. And she, after one of the interviews, then wound up looking up Mayor Pete. And she's like, I love him. Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete's the best.
Hey, by the way, he's got a little bit of a surge. He is, I think, within 2 percentage points, depending on which poll you squint at, of being where John McCain was at this exact same time during his campaign. Like he's, but then again, John McCain was a pretty big field at the time as well.
Yeah, that was a different primary too, because John McCain was probably also the biggest name, although not polling as well in that race. He was probably the second biggest name next to George W. Bush. And also, we're just in a total different world now.
Well, and as we talked about before, any other year, the minor problem that he's never had governorship or any executive big branch outside of being the mayor of a small town in Indiana might be a problem. But if there's 1 year you can look past that, that's going to be the year after where he's taking on somebody who had less than that experience going into the job.
I have to say, Brian, that if you are catting about amongst the Dems, I am surprised that you are attracted to Mayor Pete before you are attracted to Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang, I have more work to do, but being a one-note thing, and his one-note thing being the math of UBI, seems like if you're gonna make your thing math, your numbers should add up. Hey-o, shots fired at Andrew Yang.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see more about him. I'm gonna do a whole thing on PX3 about how I think in terms of his candidacy, his campaign is being run better than almost anybody. I think that like the fact that you go from being known by your friends on Facebook to being on a debate stage and qualifying when people like sitting senators like Amy Klobuchar and people like, you know, Castro and O'Rourke, Beto O'Rourke, who like last year was the fucking Beatles and today is not qualifying for the next debate. Like, you've run a really fucking good campaign if that is where you are right now. And I'm gonna break down why that is.
Also, I genuinely I'm sure there's a billion things I would disagree with if I dove in even 3 bullet points deep on Tulsi Gabbard's stuff. But the fact that there's somebody on the stage who has a one note, and that one note is, "Can we stop going to war? Can we just stop invading place, please? I was there. I served."
I actually thought it would be worth looking at it again if you did not watch it live, but there was a back and forth between Mayor Pete and Tulsi Gabbard about whether or not, you know, what's happening in Syria now with Turkey and everything. And it was the first time that I noticed, I'm like, oh shit, look, these are 2 people that both served in our modern wars that are debating our modern wars. And then you think about it and you're like, oh wait, like we are just now aging out now is a generation that was lauded for not going to war. Like that was because the Vietnam War was looked at as illegitimate. So it was like, yeah, fuck that. If you fucking didn't go to war, then you were fucking smart because that war sucked butt. But now it's like, all right, we had wars that people wanted to go to that felt that they got something out of in Iraq and Afghanistan. No matter what problems you might have with them, they're not looked at as a slogging fraud in the way that Vietnam is, largely because the draft wasn't a part of it. And now they were both talking about it. And I was like, oh, look at that. What a novel concept. People who have gone to war talking about, you know, the price of human life in sending it to war.
And
that's interesting and refreshing.
And they're going for the commander-in-chief, which is...
Yeah, exactly.
I always thought that the commander-in-chief was supposed to have some like basis in
the guy in charge of the army should be, you know, maybe familiar with how that works.
Just
the concept of what an army is.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what? 5 years ago, if you told me that in an after show we would be able to talk about politics, but we wouldn't be able to talk about the new Watchmen show, I would not have believed you.
Justin, you can just Venmo me for not reading the email that asked you about your takes on Watchmen. You can just send me that Venmo just whenever you get a chance, buddy. I know it's a tough story.
This is not the friendship I thought we were forming 5 years ago.
Well,
emailers and wives will ask me my takes on Watchmen, and I'll whisper back, no.
Well, I didn't get a chance to you know, push my agenda for the election.
What's your agenda?
The write-in section.
Oh, Justin's mom. Sorry, this whole podcast is firmly in for Justin's mom. That's
I forgot about that.
If we're not going to vote for.
Yeah, there is a movement to write in Gloria Young. There is a certain segment of my audience that has.
I really kind of want to cry because she would make such a good.
Yeah, right. I agree. Like if you're feeling
the movement now is to basically get her to the like Mickey Mouse status or like whatever, like just when people do the like, and apparently 0.01% wrote in a horse's butthole or whatever, like to just have on some official form that like a statistically barely significant portion wrote in Gloria Young. Like that's like
is that now or next election?
2016, yeah, 2016.
Oh, okay, because I'm totally down with that because I seriously have never voted for anybody that's won. So then I have like the moral conundrum. Like I got this power of making sure whoever I vote for loses. So who do I vote for?
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of out on. I might. This might be the year where I do the explain why not voting is really cool thing and just don't vote.
Not even in the primary?
No.
No. But I mean, mostly just to fucking annoy people. But like, but I do genuinely believe that if you don't have an opinion, it is super rad to not vote.
Man,
yeah, but you're the one person that is actually educated in all of it, so you kind of gotta vote.
Well, yes, and that's why I'll wind up voting for my mom, specifically if it's like a thing. Because now everyone just sends me these emails about how great my mom is. I just forward it to my mom, and it's like the most wholesome thing that has ever happened in my professional life is that now I just get to send my mom her fan mail, and she like reads it, and she just says, "That's great," and it's like among my most favorite things in life. But yeah, I don't know. In general, like this is like I usually like to break out closer to election day that like you should not be bullied into voting. Like I genuinely believe that it's like have an opinion or know about it, or if you don't, then like don't be fucking bullied, because people who yell at you to vote want you to vote like them, because if you vote the opposite of them, they'll be mad at you too.
Yeah, I guess if you set the threshold on how much you care, then that's like a squelch gate, I guess. There's how much you know, and then there's how much you care. Because I think if I was to describe the point you're making, the only way to throw away your vote is to vote. Part of that is basically the decision of who runs this country should probably be decided by those who are the most informed and care the most about it, right? Not by those who feel like they're on a team or what?
Oh, no. Really, this is a protest against people who bully people who are not informed and genuinely either are turned off by the candidates or morally have a thing.
Like, I don't like the turd sandwich or the giant douche. And then you're like, well, you got to pick one.
Yeah, I genuinely don't care, or I by education don't care. And then there is this mass bullying that happens where it's like, just vote. You gotta vote. No matter what, vote. And to me, that always reads as like, well, fuck it. Like, we just need more turnout, because every side believes that if we have the big turnout, then our side's gonna win, because the people that are gonna turn out are the people that are like us. And I just don't like that bullying. And I just want to be a voice that says, don't get fucking bullied. Like, if you don't care, then don't go. And if you genuinely don't fucking want to vote, then don't vote. Don't get fucking bullied into it.
Yeah, I definitely. I am very happy that I tend to, number one, I don't actually have to fear of getting backlash for my candidate winning and then doing a bad job, because I know that's never going to happen. And also, I do adore that I'm voting for a policy position that I consistently do believe in. But for somebody who's not really married to one of those kooky third-party candidates, it does. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like the lesson here is to actually care, because you know who does care are people who are about to die. So they're making decisions for people who have to live their whole life based on the decisions who are close to death. And they've lived a life under different circumstances.
Oh, you're talking about old people.
Old people
Got it.
are
I
making
see.
decisions for people who don't
I think you
care.
meant people who are like they're being
No.
interrogated or something.
No,
Like-
no. I am talking about your 85-year-old grandmother who's always voted for red team or blue team or whatever, who doesn't even, so she's not educated on any of this, but she's making decisions that are going to last for your lifetime. And I really feel like if you're a young person, get invested, get out there and vote, read up on it, and think about your future a little bit. So, like, if you don't know enough to vote, maybe try. You know, I feel very passionate about this.
I'm with that, but I guess from my perspective, having spent so much time looking at politics,
Mhm.
I place the burden of convincing people to vote for you on campaigns. So it's like, if you are a campaign, it is your job to speak to these people. It is your job to speak to that voter. It is your job to explain to them why for them they are the candidate. If you can't do that, and if both major party candidates can't do that, and then all third party candidates can't do that, then that's not on that poor stoner. Let him get high. You failed. You did not convert that person. Like,
You know.
that is someone that it should not be forced to random number generator pick a candidate. And
So
they
you're
should not be
saying-
forced to be bullied into it.
You're saying Mayor Pete should have his rallies in pot dispensaries, and then he could reach the people who are actually making decisions, who are going to live in the future.
There was actually a great sea change moment during the last debate where Beto, who has had precious few good moments in this campaign, was talking about the opioid addiction and was basically saying that this is partly a consequence of not legalizing marijuana. That if marijuana in super high dosages, which is far less habit forming than opioids are, had been legal, then we would have less of an opioid problem. We let opioids run wild in our country and created a fucking nation of addicts in a way that we could have had weed, which obviously the populace wanted more, and yet for whatever reason we stood behind. And Andrew Yang literally just like randomly, like an ad lib on a rap record, was just like, yeah, preach.
Oh my gosh. Well, here, if I do have one other idea for you guys though. Like, if you're just really not going to get off the couch, so that's fine. But maybe check the mail and throw away the
Voting cards of your parents.
the voting cards. Don't drive. You know, say, hey, you have to find your own lift to get to the voting thing, because I'm not driving you there to make a bad decision.
I do not disqualify any reason for voting. If you're literally spite voting, if you're literally saying like, I just want to cancel out my parents' vote, go do it.
Yes.
The people that I am protecting are the people that have seen whatever they've seen of the political landscape, and I don't want to paint them unfairly as dullards or uneducated. I think there's a lot of people that just see what's going on and they just figure, fuck it. It's too much. It's too stressful. It's too hectic. And even if you're saying that, then I think it's incumbent upon the candidates to understand that, look, our current political fucking landscape is Mad Max. Not everybody wants to have to ruin all their fucking friendships to vote how they want. Right? Like, and that's a message that's fucking worth sending by not voting. In my opinion.
think that you're missing the point or a real opportunity here.
Oh, yeah.
Not only like if you care, then show that you care by not only voting, but more importantly, lying to your parents about where their voting poll place is, driving them over, letting them believe they voted, and then and disenfranchising them. That's the only way.
If you are not going to vote, you should find other people who are not going to vote and set up a fraudulent voting station
Oh,
at an
Jesus.
Arby's in which bring your parents to make them believe that they voted.
This is, by the way, hold on. This is one of those ideas that you realize we could be on the front page of Reddit if we actually do this. It's a pretty great idea. Right. Remind us of this close to election day, and maybe this is something we need to do.
Yeah, it also is illegal, but it depends on what
Well,
you
it
tell
depends
them.
on look. We have a lawyer look over the thing, and it's just like, who's the best?
So, like, what does
Trump
that-
or Andrew Yang?
what does that design look like? You just throw up some folding chairs and a table, and then this could be a voting.
All you
center.
need is you just get whoever's there. You put them in a line, and you tell them it'll be 15 minutes, and then you wait till the line gets big enough, and then you get them in, and then you're like, hey, put a thumbprint. Tell me a secret you never told anyone. Say something bad about Catholics. Check one of these boxes. Go.
Yeah, and then you put them in the refrigerator box, and then
you
just
spin them around,
yeah.
and then you open it, and they turn into a turtle.
Ta-da! And you spin it again, and they turn into a sexy girl. And then you reach over, and you go ta-da! And you grab their red lacy bra that's like 5 times too big for them. And you're like, ha ha! And you get your deep laugh, and then you throw it over your shoulder, and it lands on your sound guy. And then you turn it again. You turn it again, and then it's grandma, and you take her home, and she's so happy because it was fun. It was fun for once.
And that's how a Netflix original is
More
made.
people would vote if they got the sexy lady oversized bra gag.
And the worms are their food. They're also their money.
Bryce, was it you that retweeted this random Twitter account that just does screenshots from "I think you should leave" and the quotes that they yell?
Oh yeah. Because I think Patrick Monahan, Patty Mo, retweets that a lot. It's like, and also it hasn't posted screenshots in a while. I just retweet it when I see him retweet it. So I think they're all old. I don't think it actually posts any new ones.
Okay. All I know is that I followed it, and it's fucking great.
Oh my gosh. So Josie just likes to run around and eventually go, stinky.
Do you guys want to do some outtakes from AliExpress?
Yeah. Here, you guys could get started. I'm going to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Well, I am going to go to bed.
Oh, well then.
Good night,
so
everybody.
Apparently that's 2 no's, I guess.
Here, go. You go. We'll do it.
All
in a
right,
minute.
I'll
Justin,
stay till Brian
and-
gets back.
yeah,
How about that?
Okay.
I'll hang out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, actually, let's. Justin, actually, how about this? Because I just saw this pop up on the wire. Apparently, this was posted yesterday. This is on CNN.com. Elaborate attempt. Well, actually, let me just read you some of the story. How about I read? Can I just read some of the story?
Although Bonnie, if you want to bail, you totally
Yeah,
can.
you can go. We're just gonna.
Yeah, you guys got it covered. All right. Good
Okay.
night.
Good night, everybody. Say good night, Bonnie. Woo! So apparently, a real estate developer in China, Tan Youhui, contacted a hitman in October 2013 with the request to kill a business competitor whose last name was Wei. Okay? You following me so
Okay.
far?
All right. Ten Ho Hui got a hitman trying to kill Wei.
Right.
That motherfucker.
The hired assassin Qi Guanggan received 2 million Chinese yuan, about 282,000 American dollars, to kill Wei.
Okay. Oh shit, that's cheap in China. 2,082 American dollars?
Qi took the money and outsourced the job to another would-be hitman, Mo Tianqiang, while keeping half of the initial amount. Mo was offered 1 million Chinese yuan, about 141,000, and decided against carrying out the hit. Instead, he pocketed some of the proposed fee and found another man, Yang Kangsheng. Yang was paid 270,000 Chinese yuan, 38,000 American dollars, and promised another 500,000, about 70,000 US, when the job was completed.
This is what happens when you upwork the Upwork.
Yang then pocketed part of that money and outsourced the job to a fourth man, Yang Guangsheng. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the same. I just read the same. Oh no, yes. Fourth man promising 200,000 yuan up front and then a bonus of 500,000 on completion. The court document did not specify if these two Yangs were related. The chain of outsourcing continued for 6 months until the job reached a fifth person, Ling Qianxi. By that point, Ling was offered just 100,000 yuan, $14,000 to murder Wei.
Jesus.
Ling got cold feet.
Well, I mean, come on, at those prices.
And rather than killing Wei or finding another hitman, he met the target directly and offered to help fake his death.
Oh my God.
Wei agreed to let Ling take some photos of him tied up in an attempt to stage the murder. Ling reported his success up the chain all the way to the original contractor. Wei then went to the police, and now all 6 people are charged with intentional homicide. Tan got a 5-year jail term for initiating the plot, and the hitman received 2 to 4 years, according to the verdict.
I mean, look, you can be a lazy piece of shit who doesn't murder in a lot of countries, right? And I would say America is probably among the best countries to be a lazy piece of shit that doesn't murder.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be a lazy piece of shit that doesn't murder in China. Come on. Like these are not the prisons you want to fucking be in. Like that, it's a bad move. And this is what work ethic has come to in this goddamn country.
Well, it's their country, but
whatever.
Sorry,
goddamn country.
what did I just walk into?
Basically, a man in China put out a hit on another real estate developer, and then the hitman subcontracted out that contract 5 times, and then the 5th man didn't even do it. He helped the victim fake his death, and now all 6 of the people involved have received jail time because he went to the cops. He stayed alive and then went to the cops and told the cops, "Hey, these people are trying to kill me and are working together to kill me."
Like the hitman shows up and he's like, "Dude, look, bad news. I either got to kill you or you got to fake your death." And he's like, "Well, shit, man, I'll fake my death. Cool." And so they do. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to continue being a real estate magnate. I'm going to the cops." And then fucking all these jokers got arrested.
So that's
I guess it does mean that they all dimed on each other, right? That means that there was a perfect chain of dimes, unless there was like somebody that knew up the chain what was happening.
Oh,
like
that makes sense.
Like there were idiots in talking to each other, or they all perfectly
squealed.
had it, like, who gave them the money before.
You guys want to do some outtakes?
Yeah.
Express. All right, let's do this.
Let's see what didn't make the list.
All right, this is unisex adult animal stockings, print animal socks, hoofs, printed socks for adults, digital simulation socks, children birthday gift.
$3.26.
$3.26. Can you describe what they are really quickly?
I mean, they look. Hello, it's me, Ed Edstein. Do you have feet but wish you had hooves? Do you realize that that's not possible or economically feasible, but you would like to temporarily trick the casual passerby into thinking that you have hooves? What is it with you and your hooves? Anyway, these socks, buy them. They're $3.26. Take it from me, Ed Edstein.
And
hooves get you off better than a foot job.
Hi, I'm Jed Jedstein. Are you an animal that's recently been hexed by an animal mage that's made you into a human? Do you long for your old form? Here are some socks that make you remember the good old days. Get these socks. They're from China.
And we'll play closest rules instead of Price is Right, since it's just the two of you. Justin, how much do you think these are?
$5.57.
$5.57. Brian, you take it.
How close?
You were very close. $3.99.
Yeah.
$3.99. The chat was a little low on that. $1 to $3.
Justin, real talk.
Yeah.
I detected that you gave a polite pricing distance. You were a good neighbor. If you were to be less of a good neighbor, how low of a number would you have picked?
Oh no, I genuinely thought they were higher.
Oh,
just
okay.
because in all this alley shit lately, like their fucking shit is priced closer to American retail.
Yeah.
Like they're like all the deals that are there on are on the obvious total fucking garbage. Like
Right.
anything that's like remotely interesting, they've realized like, oh no, Americans will fucking buy. Like they do not give a fuck about how long it's gonna take. Like they will buy random shit from China.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. Gentlemen, today we're talking about the 1080p glasses camera with Bluetooth MP3 player, sunglasses, DV, headset, sports, driving, forensics, recorder, polarized lens, camcorders.
Man, I don't know. That looks to me like a high quality item with super advanced electronics in it. It seems like I'd see it for, $200 on the sharper image.
Sure, right?
$19.
19.
Yeah. When we talk about the super deals being total garbage, now we're in business.
19 flat, Brian says. Juice. And we're going to talk about the 0 gigabytes model. They have a 0 gigabytes model. So maybe that means it doesn't come with an SD card.
Yeah. I'm going to say that this is what, Brian, what'd you go?
19.
Yeah. I'm going to say 23.
23. Justin.
Let's rock. Get drunk. Get drunk.
2978.
Wow.
2978. Yeah, can I show you guys some of the photos on this one? So they don't really explain. The first time I read this, I didn't even realize it had a camera on it to record stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it's some glasses that they do have a lens on the bridge of the nose. They have like detachable earbuds that you plug into the glasses and then you wear them. But for some reason, I was thinking that these actually play video, but maybe that's because I didn't see the camcorder part of it.
Yeah, I don't know why you quite have the earbuds, except to maybe hear whatever audio
they're
is being
Bluetooth.
picked
Yeah,
up.
they're Bluetooth, so I guess you could hook them up to your phone.
Oh, so you can connect them. I'm sure they sound like shit, but yeah, I guess so. You can connect them and listen to. So these
music.
are active cycling, like you're doing some shit, kind of glasses. Wait,
Yeah.
so what is the expanded model on it?
So there's like a 32 gigabyte version. So yeah, it's an SD card. That's just which SD card it comes with.
Whatever SD card, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is total garbage.
Ooh. All right, how about this one? This is the new arrival. 100 pieces per bag imported rainbow grape bonsai advanced fruit garden natural growth grape delicious fruit plants hashtag QYUY8V.
Sorry, are these actual grapes?
They are seeds. These are seeds for rainbow grapes. We got
38 cents.
38 cents. Oh, and you get 100. I think you get 100 seeds per lot. So we're talking one lot. 38 cents, Brian?
39 cents.
39 cents. All right. Juice?
$1.25 pop.
$1.25. One of you was very, very close. And that person is Brian Rushwood.
Whoa!
30 cents.
I thought I was too low.
You were
wow.
just almost on it. 30 cents. The chat. Where did the chat end up? 51 cents to $1. Not quite, everybody. All right, last one. This one, I forgot about this one, and if I remembered this one, I would have put it in the show because, ooh boy, add this one.
It's Hitler grapes glove.
Well,
with the roach.
We've got Pet Chew Toys Estrus Bite Resistant for Venting Sexual Small Male Dogs Toy Dogs Go Crazy Toys Interactive Toy. Before I me show you the picture.
Wait, this is a thing for dogs to fuck?
We're gonna find out, Brian.
It's a dog sex doll?
It's a dog fleshlight.
It's
Oh
a
my-
dog fleshlight.
Wait, hold on. Can we go back and talk about?
Oh, hold on.
geez.
No, sorry. There's a dog
Jeez.
using.
I don't want to show
lot
it very
of
long.
Could you go
There's
back
a
to the?
lot of pictures here that need to be discussed.
Oh, Christ!
I can't keep it on screen too long. My conscience won't let me.
Hold on.
I didn't realize that other one was very offensive. That's fucked up.
Is that a willing participant, or is this the baby you're trying to fix?
She has her head in her hands. Stop it, Bryce!
Okay.
For fuck's sake, get it the fuck off the screen.
They put a bubble. They put a bubble like those bubble pictures that the Mormons do, and they make it look way worse.
Is that what you're gonna do when you're in front of Ted Twitch, fucking judge, jury, and executioner? I swear
Swear to God, just
you're
click it
right
one
there
more
with the-
time, Bryce. Just for a little bit. Screenshot. No. Go. Yeah. Click. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and clip this.
I swear to God. The bitch, motherfuckers.
We're looking
There is
for
a.
the
Oh.
looking for the price on pet chew
bless you,
toys.
patrons. Bless you, patrons who are getting the full story.
The funniest thing is that we made 3 Abu Ghraib jokes and they were not as offensive as what we just shared.
No, I'm sorry. I had something in my eyes.
No,
I didn't really see
no.
what the image was. Just one more time,
Brian,
if you could.
Brian,
I mean,
Brian,
it's a
Brian.
legitimate.
son of a spam slicer saleswoman, you better knock it the fuck off.
How much does the Pet Chew Toys Astrus Bite Resistant for Venting Sexual Small Male Dogs toy? Dogs Go Crazy Toys.
I'm going to
Interactive
say
toy. Go
it
for
is 2.5% of the lost revenues when we're demonetized.
Okay. Also, for clarity, we're taking the white color, the M size, and shipping from China. They apparently have 500 pieces available.
$7.11.
Nope. I'll say $3.
$3. $1.11. The price of this item.
Splash. There was a gigantic splash outside of this dog flashlight.
Yeah. Look. Yeah, you know what they don't do on MaxiPad commercials? Use actual menstrual blood. They use
They use the blue water.
an attractive blue water.
Yeah. Oh,
So what do
God.
you think that represents?
Well, I mean, I'm aware of what it represented. I wasn't confused. I wasn't. Wait a minute. Is this here to catch samples from the majestic ocean from Poseidon's own?
The chat realm voted 36%, $10 to $20. They were wrong. They were also low. We were looking for $25.50.
Okay.
Yo, you want your dog to fuck like that? You got to pay the price.
I mean,
Dog.
can we state the obvious here? This is what you buy if at that price, it's what you buy as an apology
Stop
to
it.
your dog. Like,
Oh. Sorry, I cut your nuts off.
I thought, okay. All right. Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Man.
Like you cut
oh
him
no,
off in
after
traffic?
you raped the dog's butt, yeah.
No. Okay, so we didn't quite have to do that one.
Yeah. Yeah, good stay away on the show today.
All right. Well, we got a bunch of these. Really, really. Thank you, everyone. If you're listening to this, we're just going to change the name of the channel so you can check out whatever it says now. But I mean, in the Discord, it'll still be called Help Out, but it won't be called Help Out AliExpress stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant we were going to change the name of our Twitch channel.
Rebranding.
like it was a good run.
Yeah.
Night Attack. 5 years. Wow, that's not bad.
There's more links.
Aphex does ask a very important question. When is Kepler's birthday? Just, for everybody to know.
All right, see you next Tuesday, motherfuckers.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
R.I.P. the Yes Man. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.